Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video and another update regarding Miss Shanquella Robinson. Okay, I do have a news clip that I want us to check out together, and then we're going to get into a news article that has quite a bit of updates of things that I was unfamiliar with, and I'm sure some of you guys may have been unfamiliar with. So we are going to get into that. But first, I want to go ahead and I want to get into this quick news report. So let's check it out.
Now to that murder mystery in Mexico. A Charlotte family is in pieces because this woman, Shanquella Robinson, didn't come home from a tropical vacation with friends. She went to Cabo last month with 6 other people. Investigators then found her dead in a hotel room. Channel 9's Gina Esposito is live in our newsroom with what Channel 9 has been able to uncover. Good morning, Gina.
Yeah, good morning, Dinesh. Overnight we have learned that the U.S. State Department is pressuring Mexican authorities for answers. It is also providing assistance to Shanquella Robinson's family. We also found out that Mexican officials have launched a femicide investigation. An expert on femicide in the Cabo region of Mexico says when a woman is killed in Mexico, authorities are often required to open the investigation as a femicide. From there, they look into whether she was killed for reasons due to her gender or if there were specific elements involved, like leaving the body exposed or domestic violence. Essentially, gender causes for violence have to be ruled out before you classify it as a homicide. That expert says attention on this case could help get it closed. That's one thing Robinson's parents have been pushing for.
It's just a hurting feeling, man. My heart, I got a hole in my heart. I mean, I can't even be a granddaddy. Can't even walk her down the aisle.
That it is an American, though, means that there will be additional pressure on the Mexican government and the state government to resolve the case. And I think that will likely lead to a resolution.
For days, Channel 9 has been trying to get in contact with the other people on that trip, but so far we haven't had any luck. We did find out that CMPD officers went to the home of one of those travelers to investigate threats. No one was arrested there. So far, no one has been charged with a crime in Robinson's case. Live in the newsroom, I'm Gina Esposito, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
At least we're seeing progress and hopefully get some answers for her family. Thank you, Gina.
All right, you guys. So that was a quick news story here from this article that I have, and I want to read it to you guys because I'm learning some different information, right? Because I thought that at the time that the police may have found Shanquella that she was unalived, and it seems like quite a few of these details are a bit different, and it was updated as of what's today? Let's see, as of today. Okay, over while I was sleep, child, somewhere during the wee hours of the morning. This article has been updated, so I want to get into it. Okay, they're saying information from a police report says Shanquella Robinson was alive when medical help first arrived at the vacation home where she was staying with a group of people last month in Cabo, Mexico. I wasn't sure about that. Okay, I was not sure about that. So could that possibly mean that what Nazir was telling us, maybe some of it could have been true? Because I started to wonder, hey, was she already gone by the time that her mom actually gave her, or by the time they gave her mom a call? That's what I was thinking. But according to this article, they're saying that according to a police report, they're saying that she was alive when medical help first arrived. Okay. They're saying the report differs from details previously reported from 25-year-old Robinson's death certificate that said she died within 15 minutes of being injured. That was another thing that was confusing to me. And I already told you guys in previous videos where I felt like they were doing lazy work. They just put whatever, okay, 15 minutes, 3 o'clock, whoop-de-whoop, and they just went on about their business. Okay. Again, it makes me question Nazir's story and whether or not he could have had some truths, if not all of the truths, in what it was that he was telling us in his video. Okay, let's keep going. They're saying instead a police report excerpt shows a doctor from a local hospital was with Robinson and others in the house for close to 3 hours before she was pronounced dead. Okay, this is what the news article is letting me know. That's another interesting thing, because a lot of us got the idea that this young lady was just left there right? I believe I listened to an interview that the dad did, and I believe he kind of mentioned something like that. I believe from his understanding and not putting blame on him at all. But I believe for me, I think that's where I first heard it. But the news article, they're putting something different out there, and they're saying that a local doctor did get there. A local doctor from the hospital made it there. He was with Robinson, he was with Shanquella, and the others that were in the house. We don't know who those others were. We don't know how many of the others were actually there. But for close to 3 hours, they were there before she was pronounced dead. Now, they're also saying that they've obtained excerpts from a police report earlier this week that had not yet been publicly released. Okay, the information was provided to them by an investigative reporter who works in Los Cabos, okay, for a Metro Polymix. They're saying, and details were first reported by Metro Polymix, okay, on a Monday. Now, they're also saying that Robinson is a Charlotte native, of course, who traveled to Cabo on October 28th, and she died a day later. Okay, so she arrived on the 28th. There have been videos and things out of her hanging out with the friends, celebrating, looking for them, you know, in the hotel, and then everybody's drinking, having a good time. Seemed like they out to eat or whatever. So all of those festivities took place on that Friday night. Okay. So now we did see an altercation. There was an altercation that took place that we ended up seeing. And from the looks of it, okay, because I was thinking the altercation may have happened on that night. And then when I started seeing more videos, and I'm like, no, couldn't have happened on the Friday night. It had to happen earlier on that Saturday. So it must have happened on that Saturday. Now we did see an altercation. We don't know if that altercation actually led to that. I don't know. Okay. They listen, obviously there's more details out there that they're not giving us, but we definitely saw her being violently attacked. And just off of that period, you need to be charged. Okay, but let's keep going. All right. They're saying notably, the police information reported by and provided from the Metropolitan MX does not mention obvious signs of Robinson's physical injury. So the report that they send out did not mention any of the physical injuries, right? Which is still weird because, I mean, how? If you saw, like when the dad got his daughter, he saw the black eyes, he saw the busted lip, he saw the eye, and you know what, those wounds, in my opinion, coincide with the incident that we saw on the video of the fight and things that took place, okay, or the attack that took place on this young lady. Okay, so we saw that in that particular video. Now let's go ahead and keep going. All right. They're saying that her family members have said existed on her body prior to her burial. Okay. And that's what we just talked about. Okay. Where in the report that was provided by Metro Poly MX, it does not mention the obvious signs that the family acknowledged were there prior to her burial. Okay. Now, grave injuries to her back and neck were determined to be the cause of her death after an autopsy by officials in Mexico. The police report says she also suffered. Whoa, I didn't know this part. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. So the baby also suffered cardiac arrest. So this is something else. So not only did she have a broken neck, a cracked spine, but Miss Girl also suffered cardiac arrest. I am just, girl, I just can't. Like, I can't. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Okay, let's keep going. This is a lot. I did not know that. I did not know that. Y'all don't know if y'all knew. I'm just telling y'all what I didn't know. I'm so glad they updated this article and gave us more details because that's what I've been wanting. Like, give me more, like, what's going on? Okay, now, since her death, the FBI and Mexican police authorities have launched investigations into how she died. Okay, so we are still trying to figure out clear details. All right, I know a lot of people are saying in the comments, like, what do you mean how she died? What do you mean? We just saw a video of her being unalived. Well, we saw that video of her being attacked. Okay, I don't know if we only got a few seconds of it. So we don't know. I mean, I'm sure it had a factor, but we don't know. Okay. So that's why the FBI, the Mexican police, are still doing this investigation to find, investigation into how she died. Now, the lack of conclusive evidence and conflicting explanations has led to her story going viral. All right. Invoking global outcry with countless people closely following this young lady's death. Now, the hashtag justice for Shanquella has been trending on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and probably on Reddit and other places that they can do a hashtag. Okay. Now they're also saying that this particular news company, they were not able to reach those who were with her. So they've been trying to reach out and talk to these friends and get in touch with somebody and figure out, yo, what's the going on, girl? Like, can you give us any details? Nobody's answering the door. Nobody's trying to give any information. Nothing. Okay. So they're also reporting that no arrest as of late Monday, as of that evening. No arrests have been made. I've already told you guys that in a previous video. Absolutely no arrests have been made. Now they're also saying that Shanquella's family became suspicious of her friend's claims that she died of alcohol poisoning when a Mexican autopsy report showed that her cause of death was a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Atlas luxation is a form of a neck injury. Okay, that was the cause of it. So I guess her even going in cardiac arrest was not the immediate cause of this young lady's death. Like, that's just, girl, it bothers me so much because if y'all didn't get there to the afternoon, it just makes me think about how she was laying up there likely suffering, in my opinion. If y'all were at the location for 3 hours, Jesus, that baby was just laying up there just suffering, going through that neck pain, whatever other pain, body probably shutting down. Ain't no telling. Like, that's just, girl, y'all, please find out. Please find out. And let's get this taken care of. They're also saying that the news company attempted to reach out to the Cabo police via email and social media messages, and they have not received a response. Y'all better get on it. Okay, y'all better. Okay. Now they're saying that someone told them that I believe his name is Zaniga told the company that he obtained the internal law enforcement report through a source. Now Robinson's family did not return multiple calls and messages. Now I don't know what y'all. I mean, the family has to return. Maybe, girl, maybe they don't know that y'all called or something like that. You know, I don't know. Or maybe they just don't want to talk at this time. I know that I got a chance to watch the NCB last night, and I know that there was a video that had been surfacing about I believe it was Khalil. You saw Shanquella sleeping, and Khalil kind of said, "Oh, we got our first dead body," or some foolishness that he was saying, and then it doesn't age well because this young lady has passed away. I know the daddy got on the platform and he was really thanking NC Beat because he feels like without the NC Beat, Gerald over at the North Carolina Beat, without him, you know, he feel like the story probably would have really fell on deaf ears. Nobody would have knew who the individuals were. So he just really was appreciating him for being so vocal and staying so close to the case as he has. And also the sister, you know, Quilla, the sister got on there and she spoke very briefly. She thanked the young man, and she also, you know, she was telling him that she loves him, she appreciates him and stuff. But she didn't really want to talk herself, and I don't blame them. Like they got a lot they got going on, you know. He was supposed to interview her, I believe, Sunday night. That was canceled, but she did hop on his live last night very briefly to, you know, share some of her thoughts, very briefly, right? So maybe that's why they haven't answered any calls, or maybe they getting so many damn calls. To be honest with you, child, they probably got every news person out here trying to get a quote, trying to get something from them, and they probably like, let's just scale back for a second. So I don't know. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into Shanquella Robinson's police report. According to the article, they're saying the information from the police report shows that at 2:13 p.m. on October 29th, medical help was summoned to Villa Linda 32, a property run by a company called Cabo Villas, okay? And that's located in San Jose del Cabo. Now, they said around an hour later, okay, so that's 2:13. 2:13, now we're at 3:13 at this time. Around an hour later, Dr. Caroline Beatrice of the American Medical Center, a local hospital, arrived to treat Robinson, according to report excerpts. Okay. Now, house calls to vacation rentals for routine non-emergency medical services are common in tourist hubs in Mexico. Now, the news says they confirmed with American Medical Center on Monday that the doctor is employed there. Okay. The hospital did not respond to requests for the medical and autopsy reports. All right. Now, it is unclear in the police report excerpt who called for medical help, but the reporting person is listed as Winter Donovan of Greensboro. And Donovan is one of 6 people identified by family, friends, and media sources as a person that was traveling with Shanquella as she went to Cabo. Okay. They're also saying that Donovan could not be reached to comment, and her phone number listed on the police report excerpt had been disconnected. See, these are the things that make y'all guilty, girl. These are the things when you changing numbers, you're not answering the doors, you ain't trying to say nothing. And then I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of get it at the same time with so many different rumors and stories, circulating about your involvement and stuff. But I mean, you were involved, okay? I don't know if you had anything to do with it directly or not, but you were involved, okay? And the reason why I say directly, okay? Because I know y'all getting ready to tip tappity type, but go ahead and do what you're gonna do because that's how y'all is. But a lot of people are saying there's a second video where they're accusing Miss Winter of body slamming this young woman. I have not seen the video, therefore I cannot confirm nor deny said information. But when you make moves like this, it makes you very sketchy, dear. You done went and changed your whole number. Yeah, it's giving every bit of sketch. It's giving, y'all say it's alcohol poisoning, but was it really? Because now we're learning of something else. Where did y'all get alcohol poisoning from to say that? And it sounds like the Mexican officials just took whatever y'all said, which makes no sense because y'all sent a doctor out there to check on her. So the doctor should have, like, girl, I don't know. For the doctor, I mean, maybe the autopsy, when you do an autopsy, you're able to go in internal and really see and learn more things. But I mean, maybe the doctor just didn't know. I don't know, girl. It's a lot of confusion. Okay, but let's go ahead and let's keep going. Okay. So I told you guys, it sounds like they're saying that Winter Donovan was the one that gave the call. I know a lot of people were out here saying that it was Khalil, but according to this news article, they're saying that it was Winter Donovan of Greensboro. Okay. The police report excerpt is in Spanish, they're saying, and according to the staff at this news station, when they translated it, the document says that Dr. Beatrice, whose last name is really Gutierrez. So Dr. Gutierrez says that she was told that Shanquella had drunk a lot of alcohol. This is what was told to the doctor upon arrival, okay? That Shanquella had drunk a lot of alcohol, and the medical call was for Robinson to be given an IV. That is why they called, was so that she could be given an IV, okay? Now, the police record indicates that the doctor found a female understood in the report to be Shanquella with stable vital signs, but dehydrated, unable to communicate verbally, and appearing to be inebriated. Very much so interesting. So why did the fight happen? Period. Why did the fight happen? I still need answers. I keep saying fight, but why did the attack happen? Period. I'm confused. It's still so many hours throughout the day that I'm missing because that fight took place. That attack took place earlier that day. Okay. The attack took place earlier that day, but then at 2:13, you get a phone call, I believe, and then at 3:13, the doctor arrived and was still there for 3 hours, which actually, in my opinion, messes up the whole story that old boy was talking about. Old boy. So maybe he got there before 3 o'clock. Maybe he got there at 2 something. So if that's the case, if he got there at 2 something, did y'all wait to call the police, call the doctors until he got there? Did y'all do that? And then the doctor arrived about 3:13 and then stayed for another 3 hours. Is that what happened? Let me make sure I had that right. When they mentioned the 3:13. Let's see. I just read that part. Okay, yeah. Okay, the information from the police report shows that at 2:13 on October 29th, medical help was summoned. So y'all called for medical help at 2:13. Was that when he arrived? And then at 3:13, the doctor finally got there and then stayed for 3 hours? Is that what I'm understanding? I still feel like Miss Girl could have been unalived. Like, y'all saying that her vitals were stable though. So I mean, let's keep going. I don't know. It's not adding up. It's not clicking. Steven, help me help it click. Okay. They're saying the doctor reported that she believed Robinson needed to be transferred to a hospital, but her friends insisted that wait a minute, Suzanne, ma'am. This article. Oh, y'all done got me a little upset, girl. This article, Jesus. I'm so glad it came out because it's giving me more insight. Okay. So the police report excerpt was in Spanish. Okay. And according to this news company, their staff translated it, the document. Okay. Now, Dr. Gutierrez says that she was told Robinson had drunk a lot of alcohol and that, and the medical call was for Robinson to get an IV. Understand this, right? So the police record indicates that the doctor found a female understood in the report to be Shanquella with vital signs, but dehydrated and unable to communicate verbally and appearing to be inebriated. Now, the doctor reported that she believed the young lady needed to be transferred to a hospital, but her friends but her friends insisted that she be treated in the villa. Why? Dr. Gutierrez attempted an IV but was unsuccessful. It's unclear what medication was in the IV. So when you say that the IV, if you attempted an IV, what would make it unsuccessful? Could you not find like her vein or something? Because I'm still teetering on the lines of the young lady being unalived, but y'all saying that y'all still had her heartbeat. I mean, you're saying that her vital signs were still stable, but she was dehydrated. This is so crazy to me. This is so crazy to me. The information from police says the doctor was there for close to an hour when Robinson began having a seizure. The convulsions from the seizure lasted less than a minute. At this point, the patient's friend named Winter Donovan called 911 to request an ambulance. So y'all wanted her to stay there and y'all insisted that they helped them at the villa when they told y'all a while ago that she should go to the hospital. At least an hour ago, she should go to the hospital. And then after y'all saw that she started to have these seizures and started to have these convulsions, then Winter got back on the phone, okay, and she called for an ambulance, and that was around 4:20. So 2:13, they got the call. Doctor got there at 3:13, okay, telling them, listen, I can't find I can't put this IV in. She gonna have to go to the doctor's office. Oh, no, she need to stay here, okay. Next thing you know, she started having these convulsions and these seizures, and then at 4:20 p.m. was when you guys decided to call for an ambulance. Let's keep going, okay? All right. Now, according to this article, they're saying in the meantime, the patient presented with difficult breathing and a lowered pulse, and they gave her rescue breaths. So they were trying to save this young woman. Now, the doctor, along with a friend, began administering CPR at 4:49 p.m. when Gutierrez detected Robinson had stopped having a pulse. Wow. So that if the doctor, along with a friend, began administering CPR, so somebody there that was a friend of hers was out there administering some type of CPR to this young woman, and that took place at 4:49. So that would be 29 minutes after they called for an ambulance. Okay. Now, when Gutierrez detected that Shanquella had stopped having a pulse, okay, that's when they detected that she stopped having a pulse. So they started to perform CPR. Now, police arrived and talked with the doctor who was treating Shanquella at 5:25. It's not clear from the information in the police report exactly what time an ambulance arrived from that 911 call. Now, the report information indicates paramedics administered a total of 14 rounds of CPR, 5 doses of adrenaline, and 6 discharges. Okay, that would be the shocks. Okay, the shocks. They administered 6 of those without success. I am just this is wow, 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 wow. Ooh. Now, unable to revive Robinson, Gutierrez declared her dead at 5:57, according to the report excerpt. Mm. The police report information lists deceased person. Cardiopulmonary arrest as the reason police were called. Okay, so it sounds like that was the cardiac arrest that she was having. And then the next part of this article is saying, how did Shanquella die? Is the question mark. Okay. Her mom told news outlets that each friend from the trip had a different story, and they initially told her that her daughter had alcohol poisoning. Official autopsy reports list the cause of death as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Now, Mexican authorities are investigating Robinson's death as a possible femicide. Now, from my understanding, it was upgraded to a homicide. Okay. They're saying the state attorney general's office of Baja California Sur announced in a statement Thursday, according to ABC News, femicide is the gender-based murder of a woman or girl by a man. by a man. Interesting. Okay. The FBI began investigating Robinson's death amid the conflicting reports. Okay. The agency confirmed in a statement last Friday and to other outlets. All right. Now, a video of a fight has gone viral, as we all have seen, and her mom told CBS News that she recognizes her daughter in this footage. Now, the footage shows a woman that is naked, barely verbal, being hit and punched in the face multiple times by another woman until she falls to the ground. A person not seen in the video is heard, Quella, can you at least fight back? The FBI says they have seen the video. Now, Robinson's family searches for answers. They're saying Robinson's sister, Quilla Long, said in a statement published on the GoFundMe, the family will continue to investigate what happened and they are raising funds for legal fees. The United States State Department released a statement claiming no clear evidence of foul play yet. There is a video circulating of a woman violently attacking Shanquella, and this statement is unacceptable, and we are beyond devastated. Okay, sister. Okay, they said this statement is unacceptable, and we are beyond devastated. We continue to fight for the truth. Okay, now as of Monday morning, the page had raised $354,422, and this included a $65,000 donation from the Brooklyn Nets player Kyrie Irving. Okay, now that was pretty much the story. Okay, now I do feel like there were some discrepancies when I read this news article, and this news company is based out of Charlotte, and that's primarily when they mentioned the femicide, because it was announced that it has been upgraded to a homicide. But as far as details from the latest police report that they were able to obtain, those details are very shocking to me, because I did not know a lot of that. Okay, some things was definitely, listen, I didn't know about all of that. So now I wonder, after you guys hear these details, what does it make you think about this case at this particular time? Okay, you guys hop down in the comments, let me know your thoughts about what I just read to you guys regarding this case, us learning that she had cardiac arrest, us learning that Winter Donovan was the individual that called the police and also, or called for medical help, and also turned around and called for an ambulance. Okay, and also there was another friend, and not just the doctor, trying to perform CPR, or frenemy, as we would call them now. Okay, there was another frenemy that was at this location that also was trying to administer some type of CPR to this young woman. So I want you guys to go ahead and let me know your thoughts and comments down below. This is the only update that I have for you guys at this time. It came in the wee hours of the morning. So just let me know your thoughts. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, all that other great jazz. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.